Chiefs Kingdom, what's good? Welcome into Kansas City Chiefs today. Big storyline rolling through the timeline. Chiefs gave up on an athletic DT right before the Saints scooped him up. Did KC move on too soon from a traits Y interior disruptor? Or is this just one of those roster churn moments that looks louder in September than it does in December? We're diving into what changed, why it matters for 2025, and how Spags can still squeeze juice out of this defensive line. And real quick, help the channel push to 5,000 subs. If you want daily Chiefs news, film talk, and smart fan breakdowns, hit subscribe, drop a like, and let's talk ball. Over the last couple seasons, the Chiefs have been elite on defense with Chris Jones as the sun in the middle of the galaxy. Around him? Constant tinkering. KC has tried different flavors at DT2, bigger early down anchors, lighter upfield penetrators, late summer flyers, you name it. The headline today centers on an athletic DT who flashed elsewhere after leaving KC, which stings because that's the exact archetype fans have wanted next to Jones. First step explosion, gap shooting, pocket denting chaos on second and long. Why it matters now? It's a new season, and every contender in the AFC is building plans specifically to slow down number 95. If the Chiefs don't find consistent interior disruption beyond Jones, offenses will slide protection, chip, and invite everyone else to win one-on-ones. That's a tough way to live for 17 weeks and into January. This is a defensive tackle story, plain and simple. Spagnuolo's system thrives when the interior can play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. When KC moves off a traits Y DT and that player pops elsewhere, it raises two questions. Did the Chiefs misevaluate the player, or did they just not lock in the right role and runway? The job next to Jones isn't easy. You have to keep your run fits clean on base downs and then flip the switch to attack on passing downs. The sweet spot is a 25 to 35 snap roll where the DT2 is told, get off the ball, attack the guard's edge, and make the quarterback uncomfortable. If you're just eating doubles without getting the payoff in obvious pass situations, your impact won't show. Expect KC to keep mixing archetypes. A reliable run stuffer for early downs to protect gap integrity. A long, twitchy 3-tech for passing downs who can win half a man with a long arm or rip. Rotational waves that include ends kicking inside to create NASCAR fronts, forcing protection calls that free up Jones. The athletic DT conversation isn't just about one name, it's about committing to a disruptive identity for that spot and letting someone grow into it. Here's the tweak I want to see from Spags. More intentional double trouble, looks inside on clear pass downs. Not just Jones at 3-tech wrecking shop. Pair him with a second interior rusher who is told to attack, not read. Align both tackles shaded to attack the B-gaps, spin a creeper from the second level, and force the center to declare late. That's how you stop the automatic slide to 95. X-Factor Spotlight, the DT2 role itself. Whoever claims it, veteran or young flyer, needs a defined menu, first step drills, half-man wins, and 2 go-to counters he can trust, long arm to club, rip to spin. If you're that guy, your mission is simple, be the spark that makes teams pay for doubling Jones. Add in Leo Chenal's heat as a blitzer and the occasional mugged looks from the nickel, and suddenly you're dictating terms rather than reacting. Coaching detail I love for this room, chase angles. Spags emphasizes effort through the echo of the whistle. A disruptive 3-tech who finishes plays, tip balls, late pocket squeezes, hustle sacks, turns pressures into game-changing moments. That energy is contagious. Zooming out to the AFC, January football is trench football. The Ravens, Bengals, Bills, Dolphins, different styles at quarterback, same pressure point. If KC can only create interior pressure with Jones, the best teams will build protection plans that dare everyone else to win. But if the Chiefs find a legitimate DT2 who can win one-on-ones, now you're forcing faster throws, muddying the middle of the pocket, and letting the back 7 play downhill on routes. This is also about margins. In playoff games decided by a couple snaps, one interior win on 3rd and 7 is often the difference between a punt and points. The Saints picking up an athletic DT and getting something out of him is a reminder for every contender. Traits travel. KC doesn't have to win the headline, They just need the rotation to peak in November and be fearsome by late December. So did the Chiefs move on too quickly from a toolsy interior guy? Maybe. Or maybe the real lesson is role clarity and patience. If Kansas City commits to a disruptive identity for the DT2 spot, let the penetrator penetrate, protect him with a sturdy early down partner, and unleash the NASCAR fronts on 3rd and long, this defense stays top tier with room to get even meaner. We're pushing to 5,000 subs and I need your help. If you're all in on daily Chiefs content, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and drop your takes below. Your comments shape the next show. Who should be DT2 by mid-season? Steady run stuffer who raises the floor, or an athletic penetrator with a higher ceiling? But if the deadline brings a cheap, young 3-tech with burst, do you trade a late pick or ride internal development? What's your ideal 3rd and long front? Jones and a penetrator inside with 2 true edges, or kick Jones outside and bring another tackle onto the field?